Whether you are visiting Hanoi for the first time or have been a permanent resident, there are a variety of options for you to enjoy your coffee. You can easily find some high-end cafe like Highland, Starbucks, or swing by a sidewalk coffee shop. Both of these kind of cafes are popular and appealing to the majority of Vietnamese people. However, for today, we will introduce you to a small cafe, which is located on the second floor of an old house in Dinh Tiên Hoàng Street, Cafe Dinh. Through a quick glance, first-time visitors may overlook Dinh Cafe due to its special location. Looking from the outside, the first floor of the house is a back store. Therefore, we have to go through a small hallway that leads up to the second floor where Dinh Cafe is situated. If there is one thing that visually special about Dinh Cafe, it is that the whole cafe is no bigger than a living room, decorated with simple furniture and photos. To be more specific, most of the pictures are black and white, capturing different generations of the owner's family. Mrs. Big, apparently, Dinh Cafe conjures up a feeling of nostalgia of an Asian Hanoi. The best spot to enjoy your coffee here is on the balcony, where you can look out to Hoàn Kiếm Lake, with many people strolling for a walk or simply just do a sightseeing. All of the drinks on the menu have a very affordable price, varying from 17,000 Vietnam dong to 25,000 Vietnam dong, from about 1 Singapore dollar to 1.45 Singapore dollar. The owner of the cafe, Mr. Hoa, has been living in Hanoi his whole life. He is now in his 80s, but his positivity and enthusiasm with life really inspires. During the interview, he kindly shared with us about the history of this cafe. At first, Mr. Hua's family had never thought of opening a cafe, as they both pursued different careers. However, throughout this time, they still helped out Mr. Hua's mother-in-law, Mrs. Zhang, at her coffee shop. In 1987, Mrs. Zhang and her husband got sick due to their old age, so they had to stop their business. After that, Mrs. Zhang's daughter, Mrs. Big, brought the recipe of making egg coffee from their parents back to her own home, create another cafe by herself. These decisions of opening a cafe were also because of financial difficulties that the family had to endure. Dinh Cafe was established in 1987 and had undergone 3 times of name changing until Mrs. Big passed away in 2012. The cafe has ever since remained as Dinh Cafe. Answering our questions, Mr. Hua believes that he will keep Dinh Cafe as it has always been, despite being surrounded by many bigger coffee brands with better equipment and designs. From the way of making coffee, the way he treats his guests, to the way he decorates the cafe, he has decided to keep it homely, rustic, and intimate. As a Hanoian, he sees this city as a quiet, calm, and peaceful place, and he hopes that those who come to Dinh Cafe can also have a taste of a true Hanoian lifestyle, a lifestyle of serendipity. In this place, the guests can also be very diverse. This customer right here is a frequenter of the cafe. He said Dinh Cafe has been his favorite cafe for 20 years, ever since he was a university student. Starting out with a sense of curiosity, Dinh Cafe has accompanied him through his journey of growing up. For this foreigner, he came to Dinh Cafe since it is where he made his first reportage with BTV. He got to know a lot about the history of the coffee shop, along with many stories of it. He fell in love with the place, and despite not working in Vietnam anymore, he is still determined to visit the cafe 3 times a year. Many people just find the location of the cafe interesting and the atmosphere calming. Like this young lady right here, she's like how peaceful and quiet this place is, and often spends her weekend here, sometimes accompanied by her best friend. Many people come to this cafe not just because of the drink. They also consider it a place to relive their old memories and experience a beautiful part of Hanoi's coffee culture. Coffee is more than just a drink in Vietnam, it's a way of life.